beautiful souls. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today's reading, we are looking at your inner high priestess, okay? Who she is and what message she has for you today. So these are the three piles that we have here. But before we get into the pile picking section, this reading is actually inspired that this beautiful new deck that I just received from the creator. And also a big shout out to the creator, Nubia, and Feminina Esoterica, the artist. Yeah, they sent me this gorgeous set of decks and it is just so lovely, you guys. And I just really wanted to share that with you guys really quickly. I am so grateful for these. Thank you guys so much for sending me this beautiful deck of cards. I just wanted to show you guys really quickly just how gorgeous, you know, the artistry, the deep colors in this, the very luminous colors of this as well. Like, just, yeah. I just wanted you guys to like take this in. This is such a beautiful deck. If you are in the market, or if you're looking for new decks, or if you're looking for a new oracle deck to help you connect to your inner high priestess, I would definitely recommend this deck. This is a very deep, it makes you look very, very deeply. And that's the thing, is the high priestess is a very deep, mysterious, you know, formless aspect of us anyway. So this is a perfect deck to help you connect to your inner high priestess. So yes, I just wanted to share that with you really quickly. Thank you guys again so much for sending me this. We are in Capricorn season and look at that just flipping open. But yes, again, we're looking at your inner high priestess and a message that she has for you as we are closing out this year of 2025. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the inner high priestess here because I really just want to share what I feel about her, or like how I feel about her. Okay, so your inner high priestess is the formless part of you that is in constant communication with the divine source, or the tapestry that holds all together, also known as the intuition. It is shrouded in mystery because it requires us to really learn to be still and also to listen to the signs, symbols, and omens that she guides us to observe, basically acting like an inner compass for us. She is a passive but self-assured aspect of us that requires a lot of faith to connect not only to ourselves but also to spirit. It's the part of us that teaches us to leave instant gratification and to remain in the present and to prepare for the future rewards that she has already shown us, but we are still working towards. She is the instinctive conviction to our vision and our potential, and she reminds us to trust in the great mystery and to also take solace in the fact that nothing has to make sense for us right now, okay, in our reality, no matter what it looks like. But however, we must keep holding on the faith in the vision that she has shown us, okay? And I also feel like the vision, like, you have to work hard to even understand that vision, okay? You have to dig deep to understand what your vision and your mission is. And I feel like the inner high priestess is the one that sits in the she's the one that sits in the liminal realm. She's the one that basically bridges the gap between the seen and unseen. So that's the part that we're tapping into today, your intuition, okay, your formless aspect of your intuition. And yeah, these are the cards that each of the high priestesses wanted to show themselves or represent them, okay? So group number 1 here to the left, group number 2, and then finally we have group number 3. So please take a moment to sink your energy into this reading. That way you are tuning into your intuition and picking up with your intuition what pile is meant for you, okay? And you may be drawn to multiple piles. That's okay. It just means you have multiple messages in these piles. And once you're done picking your pile of piles, I will see you in your reading. Hello there, group number 1. Welcome to your reading where we're taking a look at your inner high priestess, okay? And this is how she shows herself, or this is like, yes, this is basically the archetypal energy that she carries. And she carries the energy of the spiritual antenna, which makes me, again, okay, if you've picked this pile, I feel like she wants you to know that you're very, very connected to your intuition, and that it's time to start trusting your intuition way more than you ever did before, okay? Again, nothing has to make sense before you follow through or before you move through to something. And she also wants you to know right now that it is Like, I feel like your inner high priestess is very tied into how you're seeing yourself, how you're taking care of yourself. She's really all about beauty. There's a lot of magic in beauty here that I feel like she's, you know, like this is what she embodies. And it says here, hair, strength, beauty, and crown. And also vitality, memory, and connectivity. Okay, vitality, memory, and connectivity. So if I had to choose between the triple goddesses, I feel like your inner high priestess is a maiden. Okay, or at least that's where she's at in her phase right now, in her stage right now. Okay, or even foretelling of where you are right now too, and how you connect further to your inner high priestess. It's true, there's something about your hair. Okay, there's definitely something about hair here. Knowing that your hair, like taking care of your hair or even covering your crown, helps you again be grounded if you're feeling ungrounded, or really just taking care of your hair. Okay, because there's something about that being a spiritual antenna that you use to pick up messages around you, or pick up subtle information around you. Okay, so there's something there about hair that we got to pay attention to. All right, your inner high priestess, I feel like she also governs your vitality and your connectivity to the source, your feelings. This is a very sensual energy, I feel like. Not only sensual, but just like very divine feminine energy that really just, again, takes care of yourself, because you know that is how you multiply. You know that is how you, yeah, that is how you multiply. That's what I'm getting here. And there's a lot of strength in your beauty. Okay, whatever your beauty routine is, I feel like that's the way that you connect to this inner high priestess. Even more connected, even more self-assured. And there's a remembrance, okay, there's this goddess energy too that I keep getting from here, like a queenly type of energy. And that's how your inner priestess kind of like sees herself. It's like she's a queen and she takes care of herself. Like she does her beauty routine. She takes care of her hair, most especially because there's a lot of magic in that hair. I don't know why, but yes, I actually have big hair right now. So she's like reminding me of that too. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and tap into your tarot. Let's see what messages she has for you today. I also feel like by you changing your hairstyles, I feel like it helps you connect to the different aspects of her. This is definitely a mating energy right now. More like, you know, it's all about you. It's all about like the way that you magnet to anything right now is through your hair, is through your beauty routines, is through, again, feeling like you're connected to all that there is. Okay, feeling like you have enough time to be able to do your beauty routines and you're not missing them because you're like, oh, I gotta go do this, and this. Okay, this is more about taking the time for yourself, drawing a bath. Okay, because that just feels very sacred to you, or that just feels, again, just very spirit. That's also how you connect to your spiritual, like your spiritual plan or whatever it is. I feel like she really comes through to you, especially when you're looking at yourself in the mirror and again, you're doing your hair or you're trying something new. It's a very creative energy too. Again, this is just a very self-assured inner high priestess. Okay, that your magic grows, especially when you are taking care of yourself. I don't want to sound redundant, but so far that's what I'm getting here. So we're gonna see what message she has for you today. But yes, if you really want to connect to your inner high priestess, or if you feel like you're already embodying this, then you will feel like, you know, you will be picking up on the things that I'm dropping, in the sense of like you really love doing your hair because it makes you feel like you're connected to your higher self, or it makes you feel like, you know, your aura is just expanding and magnetic. Okay, yeah, these are my beauty queens high priestess here, because I don't know, there's something about whenever you're taking care of yourself, all the businesses are taken care of. Like everything is taken care of because, you know, you took the time out for yourself. You took the time out to do that extra little beauty routine, or you took the time out to, yes. And that just makes you feel connected to your highest self. That's what I'm getting here. Beauty is very important to you because it reminds you of something here. It opens up a memory for you as well. Okay, maybe, yes, I don't know. Okay, Let's see what message she has for you today. Yeah, there's something about dancing to the beat of your own drums. Okay. This is a very fiery energy. I'm getting Leo energy for sure. Yep. Like a fire, watery energy. There's something here about the way that you connect to your inner high priestess truly is slowing down, okay? Slowing down, but also knowing that even while you're slowing down, things are working in your favor, especially when you take time from work just to, again, do your beauty routines. I don't know why she's harping on this, but it's kind of like she's saying that she doesn't want you to neglect yourself anymore if you have been doing that, okay? If you have been just waking up, getting up, and the first thing that you're doing is working, or the first thing that you're doing is thinking of all the routines that you have to follow, and you're not making enough time for yourself to connect to your divine feminine energy. That's what I'm getting here, okay? There's something here about like, listen, like if you really want things to align to your favor, take time out, okay? I don't know, maybe some of you in here are very much leaning into your masculine energy, and your inner high priestess is saying here that she needs you to be a little bit more flexible, okay? A little bit more flexible, and not routinely rigid or rigid with your routines, okay? That's what I'm getting here. That honestly, it's almost like she already holds a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of work that I feel like my group number ones, you've already done, okay? And there's a lot of rewards within your own depth that I feel like it's time for you to now see. I feel like you've gone through a stage of maybe neglecting yourself because you've had to do some work, or like there was so much responsibility on your plate that you had to focus on, and it made you neglect a bit of yourself, the part of you that was actually the spiritual antenna to be able to get, you know, bright ideas or creative ideas to then, you know, build upon even more. Okay, there's something about here like taking time out to dance. Like dancing is also very spiritual for you, or something like that. Or like beating drums. There's something with music here, or something that really activates your fire, okay? That really connects you to this spiritual antenna is your routines, is the way that you also build strength here is, again, taking the time out, doing something from like an inner child or from like a maiden perspective to just make yourself feel more feminine, or to like, yes, just feel like, listen, I'm not built to work all the time, okay? I'm not built to work. There's so many things that I'm picking up on. There's so many things that I'm, you know, there's so many information that I get from my environment that it requires me to take the time out to just reflect and to just pour back into myself. That's what I'm getting here. There's a huge need. There's a huge clarity that she's coming in here to say, like, listen, there's so much around you right now that you may not be connecting with because you feel so drawn to work, or you feel so drawn to this go, 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 do kind of thing. And while that was working for you in the past, maybe it was great, okay? Maybe it was good for you. Right now, more than ever, with this Queen of Cups, okay? With this Queen of Cups here, I feel like she's really asking you to be extremely aware of your feminine energy and your masculine energy, and how you can marry those two, or how they can come into much more harmony. That if you do this, this will lead you to much more connectivity with your higher self, or you will feel very much so balanced within your own energy, to where like the clarity of your next steps are going to be revealed to you, okay? Especially during that time of stillness. There's something about you guys' hair here, okay? Some of you might have big hair, or you might really like your hair just really also attracts a lot of things for you, I feel like. Or maybe it makes you look very attractive. People are always complimenting your hair, or always complimenting your beauty. And I feel like this foretells of your inner high priestess. That's where she gets a lot of her vitality from. That's where you get a lot of your vitality from, okay? And I feel like that's the way, again, she attracts blessings to you, or she attracts, you know, treasures to you. And this King of Cups, this King of Swords here, I feel like you know, spiritual antenna, she's trying to download that information to you, but I feel like you keep moving or you keep working or you keep doing so many things that you're not connecting to your own depth. You're not connecting to your own emotion here. So that's why I feel like she wants you to sit and do your hair. And you know, it takes a long time to do someone's hair, okay? I am not a fan of my hair. I never used to be a fan of my hair just because I'm very tender-headed, number one. Number two, it just takes a lot. Like, there's a lot of skills, especially if you do your hair by yourself. There's a lot of, I'd rather pay someone to do my own hair, okay? I would rather pay someone to do my hair. But I noticed that the times that I would take the time to do my own hair and I would wash it, there's a form of like self-love that you give yourself at that time, because you're also forced to look at the mirror and you're looking in that mirror almost like subconsciously sometimes analyzing yourself, or those subconscious dormant repressed emotions sometimes are just lying around there. And you know, it's just a time for us to reflect, on how we take care of ourselves, how we deeply take care of ourselves, and how we deeply nourish ourselves. And I feel like that's where the magic for you lies right now, is looking in the mirror, looking within your emotions here, because I think you're definitely clearing out some survival mode energy, or like some feeling the need of always just like having your hands in tendment to too many things, or being the one to do too many things. I don't know, okay? I'm not sure. I feel like some of you in here too may have your mental energy might just be overactive right now, and she's almost forcing you to take the time for yourself to do your hair and to reflect, and also like cuddle yourself a little bit, or to just like hold space for some of these emotions that maybe you don't like to look at. Okay, within the Queen of Cups here, because this is like the Queen of Sensitivity. This is someone who holds a lot, they carry a lot within their body, and they don't even know it. Okay, they don't even know it because they're so ready to jump onto the next, into the next, into the next thing. And that busyness is almost a mask. Okay, it's almost a mask that you carry on moving through the world, and it separates you from your deeper inner self, I feel like. And she's saying that you've already mastered something, okay? Don't fall into this rat race of going, or this loop of routine that you're so attached to, if that's resonating with you, because I feel like this is about your routines, okay? This is about your mind definitely moving too much and not having enough time to connect to your emotions. And I feel like she's almost forcing you that, hey, the times that you get to do this, I feel like you replenish your strength. You replenish your strength, you replenish your beauty, you replenish your vitality, and then you can keep going forward to knock down all the things that you want to knock down. She's not asking you not to be ambitious. She's just like, hey, take the time out for yourself, fill your own cup sometimes before we go knock out all of these ambitious ideas that we have, okay? That's what I'm getting here for my pile number ones. I'm not getting to my, that's actually very interesting. See, 10 of Cups, she's saying that, I don't know, your fulfillment has to do with yourself, okay? If this is some of you in here that are like, just, you have so many business ideas, or you have 10 things that you need to do, or this, or like you're the main person that everyone goes to, your inner high priestess right now is saying you need time for yourself. You need time to connect to yourself, okay? You need time here, because within this Queen of Cups, this memory here too, I feel like you've literally like alchemized, or you've literally done something to, I feel like definitely there are parts of yourself here that you need to see that you've also outgrown, okay? That you've also outgrown. And she wants you to be really, really, really proud of yourself at your own way of picking up information as well. She wants you to be very, very, very proud, this inner high priestess. And that's why she's like, hey, time out. We already did all the work. Like, we actually did all of the heavy lifting. We already did. But it's because we're so used to carrying one too many things that it just, you know, it's a subconscious thing. We just keep moving. And we never really have time for ourselves to reflect and to connect, to even hold space again for all of the emotions that we've had to deal with, that all of the experiences that we've had to deal with, that we didn't even have time to sit and look, okay? We just have to go to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Otherwise, everything's gonna crumble. Okay. I feel like you're definitely a go-getter energy, and that's beautiful. That's great. She's so proud of you, but it's now one of your priorities for you, which is very funny to me because I thought it was going to be something deep, and she's like, "Nah, we already did all the good. We already did all the deep stuff." Like, or like, there's just a different depth that she wants you to dive into now, but it also has to do with yourself. It has to do with your hair, it has to do with your beauty, it has to do with your beauty routines, and using that to alchemize or finding so much beauty within your routines or within yourself to where it gives you the vitality to keep going, to keep moving, okay? So that you're not depleted and just feeling burnt out because you're only doing one thing, because you're only working, and you have no time for yourself. You have no time to enjoy your own energy or the things that you have even worked for. She keeps talking about your great work ethic too, because this is someone here who, again, once you get that idea, an idea is in your head, I feel like you just go, you just move, and you move very fast. Well, that's why I feel like your mental energy definitely moves very, very fast. Okay. And there are a lot of animal spirits here. Okay. There are a lot of animal spirits here that I feel like, again, are waiting to connect with you, or they're wanting to connect with you. And this really opens up when you're, stillness, when you're being still. Okay, because it's just a lot of wisdom that I think you find every time you're taking a very good look at yourself, a very good account of yourself, okay? Or even having the audacity to give yourself that time, okay? Because maybe some of you in here, you've been shamed or you've been called weak or lazy for, again, simply resting and whatnot. And it's like, no, she wants you to let go of those ideas. If that's still something that if you feel guilty about resting, she really wants you to let go of that. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. I'm not gonna keep going on. Let me see what was at the top of your deck. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. There's like something. There's this energy of like, hey, you already did so much work that you can live that thing that you're so mentally agitated about, or like you're so like you really want to control, okay, or something. Like it has to do with work. I feel like Pentacles, it has to do with something that you're building or that you're working towards. And she's saying that once you're focusing more on your beauty routines or feeling good, these things manifest faster for you. I don't know why, I don't know how, don't ask me, okay, but they manifest faster for you. And that only happens, again, if you believe in it. Because if you feel like you just always need to be aware of everything, or like you need to be in front of everything to be able to take care of everything so nothing falls through and nothing falls apart, then that's exactly why she's pushing you. Like, okay, no, we got to take time out. We need to just be still for a moment. And that's why she's almost forcing you to do your hair. I don't know. That's so funny. But we're going to move forward. I want to see what magic that she's helping you tap into right now with this magical spell, okay? Yeah, I'm also getting maybe someone, you know how like some people, like, listen, let me tell you, anytime I do my hair, I feel like I'm a whole different new personality. And I've been, I don't know if you guys have seen these memes of like, oh, you're not depressed, you just needed to change your hair. I feel like if you've been in a rut or something like that, your inner high priestess is calling you to switch up. She's calling you to change your hair, change your hairstyle, or do something different to connect even deeper to a different part of you, or like a very creative aspect of you, or this depth within the Queen of Cups that you have, okay? Because the Queen of Cups, it's almost like you're so focused on something that you want that you've neglected some very sensitive, beautiful parts of you as well that really should be seen, because those parts of you are also very charismatic, is what I'm getting here. They're also very charismatic, and also the things that actually help you like attract something, okay, like your beauty. Like, don't play with your beauty routines and don't play with your beauty sleep. You need a good night's rest to be able to do all the things that you need to do, all these, visions and ideas that you have that she's showing you. But she's like, if you don't give me the time, these things are not going to come in, is what I'm getting. Oh my God, I did not even see this card. I did not see this card at all. Do you see? I just said don't play with your beauty, sleep. Dream sweet, sleep deep. Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn. Wondrous dreams for days reborn. So a lot of rest. Yeah, like she really wants you to focus on resting right now, resting and recuperating. Like, listen, slam your laptop shut until 2026, okay? You've done everything that you could this time. You've been doing the work from January 1st until December, okay? You have done enough is what I'm getting here. And she was really hammering on that because I'm like, really? That's it? That's all you have? Like, and it's crazy because honestly, she's kind of side-eyeing me too. I'm a very go, do kind of person, you know. But this year I really had to learn that like literally I have to look, like if I really want to feel good, I have to look good. And it always boosts my mood. It always makes me be more joyful because I start to feel myself. I'm like, damn girl, who do you think you are? I'm like, yep, I'm exactly who I think I am. So it's like an ego boost for you. I feel like it's what she's really trying to do here. Okay, I'm just gonna use all of this then. Oh, victory. See, like I said, I feel like you already achieved something, but you just got stuck into the routine of doing. So she's kind of like rerouting you back to the basics, which what's the basics? Basics, the basics is self-care, okay? That's the basics there. It's just self-care. Victory. I shall celebrate. I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise, okay? That's what I'm seeing here within the King of Swords. It's like you have a lot of clarity. You have a lot of gems within you that are waiting for you to also connect, I feel like, okay? But that only happens within stillness, and it happens when you reflect and when you connect to your emotions, okay? And not run away from them because you feel like, oh, I don't have time for that. I don't even have time to look at, I don't have time for that. I totally resonate with that. Like I totally get you, my group number ones. But yeah. Again, imagination. She says, imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send thanks to thee. Okay. I also want to check out what frequency she's really wanting you to embody right now to connect even more to her. Okay. Thank you. Remembrance. Exactly. Remembrance. There's something here about remembering. I don't know. This is very beautiful to me because I think you're about to remember the most beautiful parts of yourself. I feel like you definitely neglected a lot of things because life was moving very fast and you had to move twice as fast, okay, to catch up on everything. And that's okay. And she's actually also commending you for your dexterity is what I'm getting, for your ability to, again, be able to juggle and move fast and do all these things. But there's a time right now for you, okay, my pal number ones. We're in Capricorn season, the ancestor season. I feel like this is a time for you to really connect even deeper and to open up to something even deeper that your soul has for you, your soul's memory, a memory of who you know yourself to be. I think that's what she's trying to give you. Okay, especially if you've been feeling separated or if you've been feeling isolated or disconnected even, all right, within your own self. This is a call to go back home. This is a call to go back to things that feels familiar to you, to go back to, again, the basics for you. The basic, and the basic is self-care. And it's like we ignore our body and follow through all these, like we don't even give our body enough times to acclimate to our new found frequency or our newfound, yeah. We don't even let ourselves acclimate, okay? We don't let our body acclimate from the previous journeys that we've had to been through or that it has carried us through. And it's almost like the body's just accumulating, holding on without really having a full amount of time to be able to release all of these things that we've held throughout all the experience that we've been through. That's what I'm getting here. Remembrance here says the frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in a body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully in this life. Okay, if some of my Padawans in here, you've been feeling some tension within your body or within your neck, within your jaw, this is why she wants you to just rest. She wants you to just relax. She wants you to just let go of all those things, just let it dissipate. Because you have outgrown something that you keep reliving. You have outgrown something here. Okay, you've outgrown hustle culture is another thing that I'm getting here. So for you, if you really want to magnetize things, or if you really want to attract your prosperity, it's going to have to be you putting yourself first, you paying yourself first, you taking care of yourself, pouring into yourself first before anything else. Like that's really important for you. And yeah, because otherwise I feel like you will just keep struggling or like working from a place of burnout. Okay, and that's just going to make you tired even faster. You're not going to be able to build and have the vitality and the drive to go through and build all these visions that you want to build, or these things that are in your imagination that you want to bring out. Okay, so final thing we're going to do for you, my group number ones, is we're going to let's tap into your what's it called here, we're going to tap into some affirmation cards, what affirmation she has for you. Okay, thank you. That's one too many. Okay. One too many, but it's very important. Very, very, very important, because this is what this whole she rules stillness. See, okay, let me cover, let's see. We'll cover this right here. But it says, I allow stillness to heal and reveal. I allow stillness to heal and reveal. That is exactly what she's calling you to do right now. She's like, it's almost like world stop. And if some of you are finding that the more that you're putting your energy into something and it's pulling away from you, that means you're chasing it. Okay, this is about you attracting what it is that you want. Okay, really like rewiring your nervous system to be able to rest, knowing that you're going to receive as well. Like, do not feel guilty about resting, because that's actually how you receive your blessings. That's how, before they finally come into fruition for you. We also have here, love and intimacy flows effortlessly into my life. Love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. See, there's a part of you that I feel like you've neglected. See how you can't see this part? Okay, you can only see the form aspect of it. It's almost like embracing your formless side. Yeah, your formless side has been needing some energy, some time from you, okay? And you've just been neglecting it. That's what I'm getting here. So it's like, if you do this for yourself, love and intimacy will flow into your life effortlessly. It's like hugging yourself, hugging all of those parts of yourself that you've been pushing away because you just feel like life has been moving on too fast and you don't have time to feel your emotions. There is so much medicine in your emotions, because look, this card here says also, my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. My instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacles. And then this one also says, I'm on the right path and divinely guided. Yep, so go rest. You're very connected. With a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. With a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. All right, pile number one, this is all that I'm seeing for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello there, my pal number two. Welcome to your reading, where we're taking a look at your inner high priestess, some of her qualities, how you connect to her, and also the message that she has for you today. Okay, so I hope this card didn't scare you, okay, because actually this is oh, I feel like this is gonna be the funniest pile, because this is the most like, listen, I have seen everything, nothing scares me kind of pile. Okay, like nothing can move me. I am unfazed. I am immovable like a stone. Like my faith is immovable. Nothing can hold me. Nothing. Because I really love this card. I'm not gonna lie to you, because look at how she's chilling with the devil itself. Okay, and I don't know. There's something about this demon that's like, I don't know. It's just like the shadow. It's not even a demon. It's just a shadow. This is someone who's very comfortable in their shadow energy, or who's very comfortable within their light and their shadow. Okay. So that's why I really, really, really love this card. And it says here, sensuality, temptation, gifts, and also freedom, persecution, and mystery. mystery, the high priestess herself, is showing up saying hello. Like, I can come from behind my shadows to come say hi sometimes, but sometimes I just like to keep to myself. I like to stay a mystery. You don't have to know everything, because what's the fun in that? Like, what's the fun in that? This is someone who really enjoys, like really, really enjoys life and the mysteries. And again, she loves being in the shadow, because there's something about her understanding how, like, that's where you alchemize, or there's something about like a lot of alchemy happening there. Like, there's something about really, really, really loving yourself so much so that you love your shadow as equally as well. So that's what she does. She reminds you to embrace your shadow and not repress it or suppress it, because she's like, hey, if you do that, that means the shadow gets heavier and it pulls you down deeper. That's what I'm getting here. It's just like, it's counterintuitive to suppress your shadow or to get away from it. How can you play with it? How can you like help it understand who it is too? Okay, help it understand why it became a shadow, or why it was separated from, yes, why it feels separated. Okay, that's what your inner high priestess here is. And she's very stylish. I don't know, there's something about your style here that's like also very witchy about. Oh yeah, did you see, we didn't even talk about that. It literally says witch. So again, this is someone who's not afraid to show their gifts, or to show their this is someone who's definitely not afraid to show their gift, to show how much they know, and to show what they know. Like, they're not afraid of how people perceive them at all, actually, too, because it's like, this is my life. I understand that. Like, I understand that I have the gifts, okay? Ooh, there's also something about the gift of gab that's coming out here with your inner high priestess. She's like, I've got the gift of gab. There's also something about sleight of hand. I don't know. There's a lot of magic tricks with this. It's almost like, now you see me, now you don't. This is also a very hypnotic energy. No wonder there is mystery and temptation. It's a very, yeah, this is interesting, because it's kind of like it pulls you in, but also, do you have what it takes to stay here and play with me, is what I'm getting here. To also not lose yourself in me. That's what I'm getting here. People might lose themselves with you sometimes. That people might be lost in how you look, or in the way that you carry yourself, in the way that you, yeah. I'm also getting, you don't really like too many people. Like, I don't know. People are very drawn to you, but like, you understand that everyone is carrying something like this, and like, you understand, I don't know, you just see people's shadows. You see through everything. You see through people. You see right through people immediately. This inner high priestess. And it's almost like she only shows herself to those that she wants to show herself to. Not everybody gets, okay? Not everybody gets to see me in my true form. It's almost like I can wear any mask that I want, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with switching. I'm almost like a chameleon, okay? And there's also this energy of like, don't believe everything I show you, because I only show you what I want to show you in that moment. In that moment, I can turn something else, like, I can, and I don't know, it's just a very judgmental, non-judgmental, fluid type of energy I'm getting here. This is why I said this high priestess is very, very comfortable in herself, in her light and in her shadow. She's not taking one over the other, and she also doesn't think one surmounts the other. No. And that's what true freedom is. Like, that's what true freedom is being neutral to to these things. Yes. Oh, I really love this energy for you. Okay. But yes. I feel like the way that you connect to your high priestess, or the way that she shows herself to you, yes, is when you're connected to your sensuality, when you're like, I don't know, there's this fluid energy that I feel like you might play with, or like you might sense. You might quite literally sense the veil sometimes, okay? Like, yes, it's very subtle, but I feel like you might sense it sometimes. Or like, she is the one that helps you, like, holds, or like she just helps you really tap into your, yes, your psychic energy as well. She really like, okay, with her it also feels like you gotta, it's almost like you really have to sit with her. Like if you want the gifts from behind the veil, you have to come to me, and you can't be scared. Like you can't come with fear. Your fear can't come here. They can't exist here, because I eat them for dinner is what I'm getting here. Like I don't associate myself with fear. Like I eat that for dinner kind of thing. That's that's useless to me to even have fear. That's what I'm getting here. That's useless for me to like play with doubts or play with like, yeah, this is just I want it, I got it energy, okay? Because it's not like she doesn't have fear. It's that she is willing and ready to rise up to the battle, okay? Because she knows that it's a war zone. This is a spiritual war. So she's like, I will always win that war. That's why I am the way I am. She doesn't even see fear as a worthy opponent, okay? That's what I'm getting here. She does not see fear as a worthy opponent at all. She's like, fear who? What? Listen, you're just like a small dog trying to make yourself look like something big. That's why I say she doesn't care about the shadow. She will play with the shadow. She will even like, want to understand it at some point. Because it's like, she's like, why did you get like this? Like, I'm not scared of you. I just need to understand you so that we can integrate, because like, that's my goal. My goal is to integrate to all parts of myself. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to judge why we got to where we are. I'm just like, okay, how can we like switch it? How can we make this even more fun? How can we make this like a little titillating? Okay. I don't know why that's coming. Why that word is coming. Okay. How can we sprinkle a little bit of razzle dazzle to this? Okay. How can we make this more fun? It's a very capricious energy too as well. I need to get into the tarot section. Let's go ahead and tap into tarot. This is just someone who's not afraid of their power. You're an inner high priestess. And if you're afraid of your own power, this is why she's like, okay, we got to hang out a little bit more. We have to, like, you have to look at your shadow here. You have to look at exactly what it is that you're fearing the most, because your fears like portray themselves to be something bigger, and your consciousness is reading that, and it makes you feel stuck sometimes, or it makes you procrastinate, or it makes you be afraid to even wield your own power. Your own vastness is another thing I'm getting here, okay? Because this energy is very big. This is a force of nature to be reckoned with. Like, this is a very unique energy that stands out, and it loves standing out. It's like, I love to stand out. I never want to fit in. Fit into what? Like, they can't even hold me if they tried. That's what your high priestess is saying. Let me see, what are these? Yeah, okay, so these are some, mental energy going here. But I'm going to keep on shuffling. Let's see what she has to say to you today. I feel like if anything, this sounds like, I don't know, she might want to call you out a little bit, but don't shoot the messenger, okay? If you're not resonating with a lot of things I'm saying, exactly. She's calling you to walk away from a lot of things. And she's like, listen, we don't fear walking away, because we're not going to stay in a place where we know that we have either outgrown, or that we know nothing else in that area is going to nourish us the way we deserve to be nourished. So if they want to call me a witch, a B word or whatever, I don't care. I do not care. I don't mind walking alone. I don't mind moving alone, because I know there's so much strength in that is another thing I'm getting. Okay, Six of Swords came out for your pile again. Yeah, okay. Then let's talk about it. Oh, look at her. I love her. I love her. She's like 10-10. Okay. All right, listen, my group number 2s. If you go through a lot of like trigger warning, if you go to like a lot of maybe depression or something like that, please call on your inner high priestess, because she is the queen of cut off. Okay, she's the queen of cutting you off away from exactly what you think that you need so much, that is making you feel some type of way. Okay, she's also the one that helps you move through like very, very, very heavy transition is what I'm getting here. Like, she will almost drag you out. She will try to pump you up, like gas you up, like, hey, we can't stay here. Like, you know that we can't stay here, so let's not. Like, there's so much better for us. There's so much, like, there's a new dawn for us. So let's like pack our bags. Let's do whatever we need to do, change our outfit. Like, I'll cry but I'm still gonna move on, okay? Is what I'm getting from her. Like, I'm gonna feel my emotions, I'm gonna cry, but listen, someone's gotta do the work, someone's gotta keep going, is what I'm getting here. And that's her energy. Okay, because look, 1010. We have 1010 here. 1010. 1010. You're also the number 2. So it's like she's very, very, I don't know. She definitely makes herself known during your transitions, okay? During your transitions. Yeah, 8 of Cups. And I also feel like she gets even stronger for you, again, during a transitory phase, or like it's almost like you call upon her power, your inner high priestess, especially when you're transitioning, when you know there is a better life, when you know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, or like there's a rainbow here after that huge storm of transition that you just went through. That's what I'm getting here. And that's the thing with this 10 of Pentacles. It's like, no, she always reminds you, like, listen, or she wants to remind you right now. I don't even know. Make it fit however it will, okay? But she's like, there is so much more out there for us, okay? We have, like, there's so much more out there for us. There's so many riches, okay, that I feel like she tries to remind you to live for. There's so much good things to live for, is what she's saying here. So no matter how heavy the shadow may have been, it's almost like she's like, I have mastered that. That's why it doesn't faze me anymore. And I will cut off whatever I need to cut off and move it on to wherever like my highest good is calling me towards. Okay. 6 of Swords here. That's the boat. Yeah, that's like, transitioning or moving over really, really rocky waters into calmer space. So she's in charge of that for sure. This inner, yeah, like it's alchemy. It's literally like just, she loves when you're standing in your power, when you're like, yeah, some of it here might be a Capricorn energy too, or like, I don't know. She deals with a lot of karmic, like the end of karmic cycles for you, okay, so that you can dream better, or that you can experience something better, something you never even thought you could imagine to experience. Okay, she's the one that really awakens you and opens the veil to see kind of what's possible. That's why she will send you on journeys that really ask you, like, hey, we gotta close out a cycle, we gotta close out the cycle because you keep ruminating here, or like you keep like getting stuck in that cycle and that loop. And she just wants you to want better for yourself all the time. Like, know that there's like yes, there's always, yeah, like she's just always fighting for your highest good every time. And that's why she stands in her own power. She's very comfortable, again, with, this is a type of energy that also doesn't care how people see her, in terms of like, if she's got to be the villain, she will be the villain. Okay, she's not scared of being the villain at all, because again, it's needed. It's needed for change to happen. It's needed for transformation to happen. Like, she's calling herself chaos for some reason. Like, she's not afraid of chaos energy at all. If anything, she revels and she thrives during chaos. That's what I'm getting here, because she knows just exactly what's at the end of that tunnel. She holds the vision. So if you're not even seeing it, if you can't even trust it, that's why she wants some time with you. Like, okay, just write a couple of things that has been reoccurring in your reality that you no longer want to see, or that you want to move forward from. And also task yourself to show up for yourself, is what I'm getting here. Task yourself to show up for that life that you don't have yet, but you're dreaming of it. It's there, and you may not believe in it yet, but she does. And she's like, okay, but just write it down. Just write it down. And I promise, just make one step, just make one move or something. She's always helping you inch towards your greatest good. That's what I'm getting here. And these are all even numbers, okay? We have 8, 10, and 6. These are all even numbers. So it's almost like she loves when you're reaching out for things that are equal to you, that are equal to this badass energy that she also is, okay? So if you're not feeling that, then you're in the wrong place. If you're feeling like there's a misbalance, or like there's an imbalance in what it is that you're giving versus what it is that you're receiving, no matter what job, what friendship, wherever you are, she does not like that at all. She's like, nope, we deserve better. We deserve more. Like, that's, yeah. because she's just like, I've been through a lot, okay? I have done so much work. I've been through a lot to still only settle for less. Like, I can't. Like, I physically cannot. And I will not, is what I'm saying. That's what she's saying. And I will not. Because, like, come on, I'm chilling with the big dogs. Like, I'm chilling with the unseen. Like, I have so much trust within the unseen. I have so much trust within the unknown. Because I know I'm not alone. Like, I'm not alone. And I've also embraced all the parts of me that has felt some type of way. Like, I've also healed them. Or, like, I've fed them the way they needed to be fed. You know, I've given time, space, and energy. So, I'm going to get my return. Like, my return of investment or whatever. Okay, I hope that's making sense to you guys. But yes, there's like a big thing here that I feel like you've been working on. Maybe some of you guys have been like looking for family, or you've like really summoned the courage here to walk away from a traditional way that your family was doing something. Maybe some of you here are black sheeps, and she's like, I don't care. I will be the black sheep all day long, especially if like I will rebel against something that is not good for me, like especially if it's not good for me, especially if it's not, again, for my highest good. And you're the only one that knows what your highest good is. And like connecting to your inner high priestess helps you know if you're, you know, making the right connections or cutting off and like getting out of a karmic cycle here, depending on how it makes you feel. So feeling your feelings is also very, very important. That's why she wants you to tap into your sensuality. And also, if you find out temptations arise, it's almost like she doesn't judge you, okay, for when you fall into temptations or vices or whatever. She does not judge you because she understands that it's important for you to sit with those things and finally see that, hey, they're not good for me. And because you see that, hey, they're not good for me, you graciously and gracefully walk away. You walk towards your highest good. You walk towards, you know, even though it's hard, I get that. Even though it was hard to summon the courage, you still just close out that cycle. That's what I'm getting here. I really love the message here from your inner high priestess. So we're going to move forward. Let's see what magic that she is bringing to you at this time. Okay, with this magical spell cards. Let's see what magic she really wants you to embody, or she really wants you to hone in on. Okay, some of you here also, this has to do with your highest fulfillment, your emotional fulfillment. And she's really saying if you're in a place where, you know, you don't feel fulfilled, like it disrupts her. It disrupts your connection to her, and it disrupts your own sensual energy. It disrupts your own flow and your flexibility here too. Okay. So she always encourages you to like pack your bags and leave immediately. Like there's no looking back. And also there's something here about this inner high priestess. She rarely gives anybody too many chances. I don't know why. Like there's no, because she just knows that it breeds contempt is what I'm getting here. And that's why it's like she doesn't like too many people, or like, I don't know. I just feel like she feels like people have let her down a lot, but she knows that these lessons are needed for you to be able to, again, move forward towards your highest good, because at least you learn the wisdom that, hey, that place wasn't for me, and what's meant for me is definitely out there and it will reach me. What's meant for me is definitely out there. That's why she loves her, like she loves her own space. She doesn't mind going at it alone. It's like this is also an energy that walks the path less traveled, okay? Like, yeah, I love this energy so much. It's such a badass energy. Thank you. Look, she said, she literally, love it. Look, true love come to me. True love shall come to me as I do will, so would it be. So you're even instilling your own willpower in your reality and making it work for you because you've chosen better for yourself, right? And you've done that work energetically, so then it will come to you physically. Because it all starts with energetically, cutting it off energetically at first. That's why 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is our emotions. That's the water, okay? So you walked away, okay? You literally light fires to all of these extra things that were weighing you down. You walked away to a new dawn. If you can see, And even look at this. Doesn't this new dawn kind of feel like this 10 of Cups energy? Like, because you chose to walk away from something that you know was no longer good for you, no matter how you would have been viewed, no matter how many people judged you for it, or no matter what happened, or no matter how much you even judge yourself, or no matter how much you felt like you needed to stay, look at what you fell into. Look at what you walked into. The 10 of Cups here, okay, is ultimate fulfillment. Whatever that means to you. And she's also saying, like, you need to check what you feel like feels like you need to reflect on what you think fulfillment means to you, because it doesn't mean the same for everything, for everyone. Okay, but I feel like that's the work that you did here, is really look at the things that you were carrying and the ones that are no longer in alignment with you, especially old traditions that was no longer in alignment with you. Do you see the ladybug here? There you go. Oh, I love that. Okay, next thing I'm going to do for you, let me get one more out of this actually. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nature is definitely, yeah, nature, that's why I said, like, this is a force to be reckoned with. Very, very connected to nature as well. So I feel like you can tell, you can pick up on the signs and the omens that let you know, like, hey, this isn't good for me, like, this is not right. And your spirit will feel it within this 10 of Pentacles. Your spirit will feel, your spirit will want something that is equal to you, something that is equally yoked to the experience that your soul came here to have. And 6 of Swords, it's not easy for you to always pack your bags and leave, even mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's not easy, you know. That's why she's the way she is. That's why she doesn't mind if she's the villain. Look, we have courage. Courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. Exactly. By shining brave, true, and bright, my courage now returns this night. Healing. Healing here says, candle flame, burn this hour, bring to me your healing power, especially those karmic relationships that, you know, you fought so hard to walk away from, because I feel like that's definitely what she's highlighting here within this healing. And this also says, Artemis is coming out from your reading. It says, best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. That's your inner high priestess all day. Help me see what must be known. Like, you know immediately what's not for you. And that's the work of your inner high priestess here. She loves looking at the deep dark crevices, the things that people like to hide away from that makes them them. That's where she dwells. She looks at those things and she's like, oh, how can I like work my mind? How can I like, what can I do? How can I integrate this? That's what your inner high priestess does here. Okay, she loves mystery. She doesn't mind, because she has so much faith in the goodness that she is, honestly, because she sees herself as that. Okay, within this 10 of Cups. All right, so we're going to move forward. We're going to get, let's get you some frequencies as well. Let's get the frequency that she's bringing to you, or the frequency that she wants you to embody to further connect to her at this time, okay? Thank you. Oh my God, Divine Feminine. Let's go. Yep, Divine Feminine. And I'm hearing this song, what's really mine shall never pass me by. What's really mine shall never pass me by. Divine Feminine frequency here says it supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to the intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Final thing we're going to do is let's get you some affirmation cards here. Oh, okay. Affirmation cards. It goes, my home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. Okay. My home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. She also wants to point out that your home isn't just about your physical home, but like your body and also your emotions, okay? This is really about feeling at home with yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? She really wants you to spend time as the observer, not a judgmental aspect, okay? Be the observer of all of everything that is basically going on in your orbit and your surrounding, okay? And instill your will of knowing that your home is filled with beauty, inspiration, and protection, because you are indeed. Play is my pathway to joy. Your sensuality, those temptations, this is why I said she doesn't judge you for playing, because you're meant to, because some of them will lead you to your blessing or it will lead you to your lesson, okay? So don't judge yourself for whatever it is that you're drawn to. Play is my pathway to joy. We also have here, I am at home in my body and at peace with my spirit, as above, so below. I am at home in my body and at peace within my spirit. And pile number 2, this is all I'm seeing for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope that it brought to you some clarity, comfort, confirmation. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay. Hello, my pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, where we're taking a look at your inner high priestess, okay, and how she shows herself to you, and also whatever she wants you to know today, okay? So this is the pile that drew you in, okay? It's Pluto transformation. I love it because I feel like the inner high priestess also deals with a lot of inner transformation, inner transitions that we don't really talk about, or that we don't even have the words, okay, to understand them. But like, if you know, you know, kind of thing, okay? Like, this is like unspoken transformation that goes, yes, okay? I feel like that's what she deals with here. And this says secrets, transformation, taboos, as well as money, power, obsession, and death. And death here obviously suggests of, again, the transitory phase, a very, very scorpionic energy, Martian energy as well. Okay, what goes around comes around, all right? That's another thing that I'm getting from her, is the part of you that understands, like, listen, what goes around comes around, especially when it comes to chaos. I feel like your inner high priestess gets even more alive when it comes to chaos, or when it comes to you standing in your power, rightfully so, okay? Standing in your power, or like something that you've working for, or like opening up to things that you know is your birthright, okay? Like your inner power, your willpower is your birthright, okay? So whenever that is being taken away from you, or like you've been conditioned not to tap into that, that's when your inner high priestess really tries to show herself for you. She tries to give you the secrets of who you truly are on your depths, is what I'm getting here. There's also something here about taboos. Like, there's medicine in taboos, or like there's some taboo that I feel like maybe you don't resonate with, and she doesn't even resonate with, okay? Or like she's drawn to things that, you know, the patriarchy calls taboo, because she, I don't know, like she just wants to learn about it and transform it, and like, okay, how can we be innovative? How can we do something differently is what I'm getting here. Okay, so she really works with the depth. And I also feel like she really works with a lot of things that are hidden and unseen, in the sense of like maybe hidden gifts, or gifts, old things that hasn't resurfaced in this time before. That's also what she governs, or that's what she's bringing up to me. Okay, the snake. This is a snake, a serpent energy with wings. So serpent energy is all about like shedding our old skin, old self, right? Old traditions that no longer aligns with the way that we're evolving as a collective, as a society, as spiritual warriors, okay? And to really fully stand in our own power. That's what your inner high priestess is about. Like, she really reminds you to really stand in your own power. She reminds you of your power. And also she reminds you that about, you know, with obsession here, I feel like what she's trying to say is, when you feel like you're overly obsessing about something, that means it's time to let that thing go, because obsession is right next to death. And those two words are really coming out to me, really standing out to me, because she feels like like when you're overly obsessive about something, that means you're overly wanting it, or like you're giving your power away to it. Like it has power over you. So that's a part of you that she wants you to shed if you're feeling that way, okay? And that's very interesting. But you know, before we fully get into your reading, also there was like this wasn't the only card that came out. These cards came out too, okay? Look at how gorgeous these cards are. And the shaman comes out, and I'm not surprised because you know Plutonian energy is also like shamanic energy. It's like really digging into the deeps, like the very animalistic side, okay, intuitive animalistic, okay, instincts that we have, because there's a lot of animals, there's a lot of nature spirits here, okay, and just things that dwell in the liminal realm. Alchemist, mystical, totems, journey, animist, healer, plant, ritual, and guide, okay? So I feel like, yeah, your inner high priestess is definitely dwelled in these parts, and she's very, very confident, okay? This one here says, Sibyl's water, prophetess, desire, okay? Desire, our desire and obsession, even with desire, is coming up, all right? Intuition, inspiration, psychic. Love it. This is exactly what we're talking about today. Yeah, this card is just so gorgeous. Yes, this mermaid energy. Yeah, very, very, very interesting. I'll leave these here for you, okay? Because I just think they're very important as well to your journey right now, or like just also showing you how much you've grown into understanding your own desires, and into also feeding yourself your own medicine is what I'm getting here with this mushroom here. There's a lot of wisdom, or a lot of, because I feel like she shows you a lot from beyond the veil that maybe you don't even resonate, that maybe other people doesn't even resonate with, or maybe you feel isolated because of the way that you do see through illusions, or the way that you do see through the veil, okay? That's another thing I'm getting here. But it's also a reminder that you're never really, really alone. You're never really alone, especially when it comes to the unseen realm. You're not. And I feel like I should say that you have a lot of friends there that you want to connect with, okay? With this animal totem, and also journeying inward is very, very important to you, because that's where you go and do the biggest transformation here. And I feel like you come out as, you know, trusting your own psychic abilities, your own psychic strength to be able to pick up on, you know, when something is dropped into your aura, or like when an information is dropped into your energy that you want to dig deeper and you want to look, okay? And the things, just desires are also coming up, like the things that you desire, like really understanding your desire and also purifying your desire, because not all desires are going to lead us to our highest good, right? So if you're obsessively trying to call in a desire or call in a manifestation or something, I feel like this inner high priestess is one that kind of helps you shift your attention to where it needs to be, or to show you what you actually need to go towards, or like, yeah. It's just, I just feel like she feeds you a lot of medicine, okay, within your own depth, that takes you to where you need to get to. Mermaid energy. So I feel like some of you in here are also connected to the mermaid energy, or very watery energy here, okay? Because Pluto is, yes, like a fiery water, okay? It's a water of transformation. It's the fire of transformation too. It's the water that also purifies and cleanses and heals, was what I'm getting. But also that fire, that fiery energy is the one that illuminates, okay? That gives you the clarity, and also the vitality and the drive to be able to summon the courage and the strength to go transform, you know, to go through this transformative process, these cycles that we all go through. So let's go ahead and tap into tarot here. I definitely feel like my pile number 3s are my visionaries. You definitely see visions. Some of them might scare you sometimes, okay? Because this feels like the crone level, the crone energy, okay? This is definitely feeling like a crone, like a master of my own crafts kind of thing. That's how she sees herself. That's how your inner high priestess perceives herself. It's like, listen, I already see 10 steps ahead, okay? I already see what I needed to see, and I was just waiting for it to show up in my reality kind of thing. All right. I feel like you're also very flexible with the changes that occur in your life. Like you embrace them, or she teaches you to embrace these changes. And also, there's something about you that's very alluring that kind of pulls people in, also. And I think it's to inspire them to do this work for themselves. Or like when they see you going through your own transformation, it inspires them because it lets them also follow their own intuition and open up to this muse of their own life. Let's see what she wants to tell you today. Page of Swords. Yep. She feeds you the information. All of these secrets. She loves to give you the secrets to the mysteries. I love that so much. Okay. So there's definitely something. A light bulb may have recently went off in your head. Okay. That's her calling you closer. Like, come on. Come in. Okay. I'm also hearing wish granted. I don't know what wish you made, but wish granted. Or you will be given the tools to be able to calling this wish or something like that. Wish granted, wish fulfillment for sure. Okay, whatever it is that you've been praying for, you've been having faith, you've been doing your prayers, you've been doing the connection. Because by pile number 3, it just feels like you've been through the 9s. Okay, you've been through the refiner's fire. You've burnt a lot of things off. And I feel like the thing, because look, I don't know, these cards, these two kind of look the same to me. They kind of have the same stance, you know. They're both like sending the signal, like, I am ready. Give me that blessing. I am ready. Someone's like, yeah, I am ready. And I feel like you're also ready to receive the information because, you know, most of us, we actually do get information. It's just a matter of if we're attuning to it, if we're attuning our vibration to the clarity that the information brings to us so that we detach from the things that are blocking us from our alignment. That's what I'm getting here. Because not many people can see the truth clear as day in front of them and still go another way. Okay. Like, just, you know, maybe they need to learn a couple times. They need to go through some problems a couple times. And then finally, you know, they'll take the path that, you know, is less restrictive. But I feel like for you, she's saying here that with this light bulb, you're definitely going through a transition. If you've chose this pile, you're going through a transition, and she was heralding that transition for you. She was like holding your hand. Okay. And this inner high priestess, like, this is you. It's not like a different aspect of you. This is just a part of yourself that maybe you don't even align with too much because you don't see yourself as that. So this is a reminder that this is already something that you have, you know, within you. It's just about intentionally connecting. Yep. Because, yeah, 7 of Cups reversed. Definitely breaking out a lot of illusions. A lot of illusions about your desires, about money, about power, what power really means to you. I feel like you're coming to understand that money is just a tool as well. It's just a tool for freedom. It's not the end all be all here. I feel like a lot of things that maybe you followed or that has kind of shaped you into who you are things that are now breaking away from you in order to really open up to this depth of this, like, becoming a muse of your own reality is what I'm getting here. Becoming your own muse. There's something there, okay? Because that's where the real gifts are. That's where the real pleasure are. That's what the real pleasure is unearthing, uncovering the depths of your how far your waters go, how deep your waters go is what I'm getting here. And when it comes to water, that's your psychic energy. That's your psychic gift. That's like your spiritual gifts, okay? Because water is very spiritual, very healing. And it holds remembrance of the many lifetimes that we've lived, or like the wisdom that our soul has hold through different incarnations, through different experiences. And that's what the shaman here helps you connect with, is that, like, it's this beautiful knowing of how deep you go, or like how much wisdom you hold, or like, yeah. And this journeying is very important to you, I feel like. like journeying in your inner world, because your inner world is very rich, my group number ones. I don't know if you know that, but your high priestess here, it's almost like I have so much, like it's, I don't know. It just feels very, very, very rich. But you know why it's so rich? It's because you relentlessly go through this transformation, and you go through them with grace. Like it doesn't always feel like that at first when it's happening, when we're deep in it, but there's a sense of grace that I feel like you unearth after you've gone through all of these experiences, because you have so much grace for yourself and how much you can do. Okay, I feel like you're finding out that you can do hard things. You can do hard things for sure. Okay, and that nothing really is stopping you. And that wish that you're waiting for, that you're wishing up on the star, it's definitely coming in. Look, Ace of Pentacles. Don't be the one that's holding yourself back, okay? Don't be the one that's holding yourself back. Don't be the one that's self-sabotaging yourself, okay? Through your own belief systems is what I'm getting here. Through your own belief system, through what you think you need that you don't actually need, because you already have everything that you need. There's something about that. And with the world here, yeah, I don't know. You definitely went through like a huge cycle, my group number 3. Okay. And I feel like that cycle is setting you exactly where you need to be in order to receive something that you've been wishing for. You definitely went through a period of finding an information that gives you clarity. I don't know where this information came from. Definitely your high priestess dropping nuggets for you to follow, okay? Giving you secrets that your soul holds, and how to unlock those secrets that you hold within this shaman energy here. It just really has to do with your inner world. This is about like you know how they say, like if you really want to change your reality, you're definitely going to go within first. And I feel like that's the work that your inner high priestess is helping you with now, is breaking down the illusions, breaking down the things, the belief system that you've held so strongly that also kind of controlled you in a little bit, that also limited you, all right, from receiving this wish fulfillment that you're waiting for. So Ace of Pentacles, there's a new beginning, there's a new dawn now of how you receive these things, but you have to not hold yourself back is what I'm getting here with the Eight of Swords. You're no longer holding yourself back, because quite literally, look at this card. She, like, these are two different type of energies. In her mind, she thinks she's stuck. She thinks, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But in reality, she's not even in the same space. She's outgrown it. She's not even there anymore. Okay. So I feel like that's the work that you're doing. That's the work that your inner high priestess is helping you do. So we're going to move forward to tapping into, yeah, definitely expect a gift. Something is coming in because to show you or to reward you of the work that you've done in your inner world. Okay. If it's not showing you external reality right now, don't worry. Something is definitely coming to show you, but do not block yourself. Do not stop yourself from embracing this gift or this opportunity, okay, to be able to build something or to be able to expand something here or to be able to grow something here. I feel like this is also about your gifts, okay? Maybe some of you in here really want to be shaman. You know that you have psychic energy, you have your intuition, and maybe you want to start doing more things that is allowing that part of you to be seen, but maybe you're scared of how you be perceived and whatnot. Just know that you exited that cycle. You've already completed that cycle of playing small, okay? This is too big to keep together or to keep boxed in. This light, it will shine so brightly, like it cannot be dimmed is what I'm getting here. It cannot be dimmed. And I feel like you finally got the clarity that helps you see just how much you've grown in your inner world, how much you've let go of a lot of things that, again, that are no longer serving you, and how much even you yourself has been holding yourself back. All right, so we're going to move on. Let's get some magical spell cards. Let's see what she's helping you with at this time. Okay, thank you. Study information, I tell you, study. Study. Yeah, you're definitely breaking away from a lot of deep programming, a lot of deep conditioning that again just doesn't serve you. You're definitely going to be moving towards like old magic, I'm hearing, or like old healing heart, or like ancient healing, ancient mysteries is what I'm getting here. Ancient ways of doing things that really worked for us. Especially with these mushrooms here, I kind of feel like maybe some of you guys might be going on a plant journey, okay, to just connect into something deeper, something bigger than you. All right. Study. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. I feel like maybe some of you here are also maybe kinesiology is coming up, okay? Kinesiology and maybe like acupuncture is also coming up. But there's just something about if you have an idea, please ground that idea, okay? Ground it, because your wish fulfillment is very tied into this Ace of Pentacles. You have to make the moves as well too and not hold yourself back is what I'm getting here, okay? Simplify with the Seven of Cups here. I know when we have too many ideas, too many things to do, it gets us stuck. There's a need for you to simplify here and choose one thing, or choose the one that makes you feel the most alive, okay? Because it's still gonna come in. All paths are leading you to the same place, okay? It's just a matter of how much fun you want to have, or like how much burden you want to carry through that journey. So this is like inviting you to let go of some of that burdens, to let go of some of the heavy things that you've been carrying, and just freely, like, welcome your destiny here, embrace your destiny here. Look, we have safe travel. Keep me safe and let me roam far away and bring me home. Some of you might also be going on some astral traveling, so don't be scared of that. Be like, obviously protect yourself. Oh, wait. Number 22 and number 22. 22. Okay, and then number 13. This is, I don't know, this is deeply psychic. This is like exploring the astral waters, okay? This is like going very deep, removing yourself almost from reality. But make sure that you're grounded, please, before you even do this work. Make sure that you're grounded, and also please set an intention to really connect to your highest good, to your highest potential, okay? So that meets you in your travels. Set your intention. Do not let any old fears, old stories that has been outdated, do not let it block you from this new thing that's wanting to be revealed, almost gifted to you. I feel like this is a gift of perception, a change in perception that then changes your reality, that then gives you the courage to change your reality. That's why you are your own muse. Okay. We also have here, let's go ahead and tap into your frequency. Let's see what frequency you want. Oh, okay. We have this frequency of divine feminine for you again. That came out in another pile. Synergy. Yup. Beautiful flow. Yes. It's almost like you're the one that's now hypnotizing life, okay, to work in your favor. I don't know what you opened up to. I don't know, but this is good. I don't know. You really changed something on a very deep level. Like you really changed. I don't know. I feel like you reprogrammed your neural pathways to be able to really detach and see what's possible for you, and also hold that vision as you're in the reality now, even though it's not here in front of you. It's like knowing to hold the vision. Okay, 41. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, of working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that the new yet exciting co-creation can give birth to a new reality. Love that. And then we also have here, the frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection of all creation. I just feel like you're not afraid of your spiritual energy anymore. You're not afraid of your psychic gifts anymore. Like you're embracing it and everything it has to show you, the good, the bad, the ugly. You don't mind. Like you're like, show me where I need to change. Show me what I need to transform. Like I'm ready because I really want this thing. I really want to I really know what my potential is, or like I really know what I'm deserving of now. Okay, so final thing we're going to do for you, my love, is we're going to get you some affirmation cards here. All right. All right, there's something about me breaking this card, okay? Yep. Yeah, go for it. My group number 3s, okay? Just go for it. You've done, oh my God. Guys, number 22. 22, 22, 22. 222 is definitely your number. That's, again, your psychic energy. That's your astral body, the other side of you that, you know, we don't really see in form, but we're very much still connected to. Okay, I feel like you're definitely awakening to that. My inner compass knows the way. This is deep trust. Deep trust. Okay, deep trust. I am the weaver of my own reality. Yes. And finally, I meet resistance with kindness. I meet resistance with kindness. Oh my God, this is so beautiful, group number 3. This is all I'm seeing for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope that it provided to you some clarity, comfort, and confirmation. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.